Hi everyone, we're a family of trader the 9 to 5 daily grind and school runs for life on the road. We're travelling across the UK, then heading into Europe and all the way to Morocco. We're teaching our kids through real life adventure, using the world as our classroom and showing that freedom, learning and family can all roll together. Welcome to our journey.
I know what to do. This is Daddy, how he works. Ooh, oh, my back!
Oh, you cheeky monkey. Come across a little problem. Off this side, the floor is wrong. So, got to take out 1, 2.5 sheets, basically all the floor and the back end of this. I think this side should be fine. Basically where all the horses have been and all the urine and the wet from the horses under the rubber matting has just rotted the floor. Hey ho, another job. Right, so I'm starting to sort of sand down all this metalwork. I'm going to rush treat it and coat it. I thought I'd get away with just replacing this bit of floor in here. More I'm looking at this piece here, it needs to go. It's in the doorway, it's going to be heavy traffic. And I thought about is battening boarding and insulating the floor. And I thought, well, I could put a solid piece across here, which would strengthen it all up. But do you know what? This is going to be our van for many years and this is going to have to be replaced at some point. So why wreck everything nice that you've done and just get on with it now? It's a pain because that means I've got to take all that out, which I was hoping not to. And it probably means replacing the whole floor. Hey, so I'm busy sanding down all these beams. The things that they don't tell you in these van videos, TikTok videos and truck videos when converting a van. That does not work, fortunately. It's hours and hours of sanding. Now, I'm thinking these backs are just bolted onto actual lorries. So if in the future I want to upgrade my lorry, I can take this whole back off and put it onto another one. So I might as well get it right and protect it so it lasts. Knock a bit of rust off and coat it, but it will come back. You know, you've got the flaky bits of rust like this, yeah? Now, if I don't get all that off, water's going to get underneath it and start rotting it again. And I can't live with that. Here we have 2 tanks made by CAK Tanks in Kenilworth with level gauges. 2 fill. This is a waste tank, a grey tank, bathroom inlet, a freshwater tank with a level gauge there, a couple of pipes and sensor unit as well. In pretty tight here. Gonna be a perfect fit. Oh, I got her in. Couldn't get a better fit than that. But I am worried about rubbing. So I'm going to edge out a couple of mil either side here and foam pad them either side. Right across that line, foam pad it. We didn't get any rubbing on the tank. So there we are, we got the water tank fitted, 200 litre tank, made a basic hang line bracket down, round and up. Look at this insulation. This is all they had on the roof. And that is all they've got on the wall. So the first 2 go in quite easy. 2 boards, cut ends out. Yes. Got these bed frames made up. They're a bit of a bodge job because I've had to sort of remake them, make them again, change things. Did a pulley system to start with because I can't put an upright here because of this window. I thought if I made a smaller square in this one, but offset the pull because the bed's going to be overhanging this way, it would work, but it didn't. So what I did is I extended it so it goes above the window. So now I've got 4 pulleys on 4 corners of the bed frame, which is here. And then these 2 pulleys from this corner coming across to this central pulley down to the motor. So this is Mark II. So I'm going to tape all my joints up. This is the rail that my bed is going to slide against to keep it off the wall. And I've literally got that much of a gap, which is perfect. Just enough to keep it off the wall and stop scraping against the wall. There you go. That's the finish done. So I had to reseal these windows, so I thought I might as well drop them down. The top of those windows was above the bottom of the bed when it was fully up. So I'm going to make this whole roof in this area the same height as the bottom of the bed. So it looks like the bed's coming out of the ceiling and you can't see it. So I thought while I'm at it, resealing the windows, I might as well cut the bottom out, drop them down, stick the bottom up the top, seal it back up with fiberglass on the outside, strengthen it with a bit of metal plate on the inside, seal the windows back in, and it should be all good. Now these windows are all usable. I can see out of them instead of being right the way up there. This is the bit that I cut out the bottom of this. See, this one's got a cornered edge on it. Take it up there and turn it around. It'll fit in there then, and should be the perfect fit. So here we have the window I previously cut from the bottom here, pushed it up into the top here, pinned it at the back. Now I've cut in grooves to fiberglass all in there and key it all in. P40, it's a fiberglass repair kit, bridging holes. I find the best way to do these windows on your own is to put a load of window seal around it and batten them. That gets a tight fit at the top and the bottom. Some of these lorries are warped, especially horse lorries. If you get the horses leaning against the walls get quite warped. At least with this, it gets a tight fit. How you doing, guys? Having an absolute nightmare with this lorry at the moment. We've had a bit of snow and a bit of rain before that, and I am leaking like a sieve. And every time I come in, there's new wet patches around the place, and I keep thinking, right, seal that window out, move that around, do that. And I come back, still more water in here. Only little bits, but a wet patch there, which I think is coming from this cupboard here and running down. That window there is leaking. This window here, the leak, basically the whole of the bottom there is wet. It's obviously running down there and got a bit of rising damp where the wood touches the floor. Whole cabinet here leaks. Never buy a horse box. Buy a solid container that you know is dry and cut your own windows in and do a job that you know is going to be right instead of having to patch up existing old. Almost toying with the idea is binning this whole back off before I get too far down the line and buying a new back, starting it fresh, putting it on this chassis. It's heartbreaking. So here we go, was one of the hatches is leaking. You can see by this bracket here, completely eroded away. I just seem to be a sucker for renovation jobs. So bought myself another hinge, piano hinge, metre long, re-drill the holes on here. There we go. Your doors going in. And bolt these two, take that pane of glass out. And screw, noggin in, screw, and it should look like that. That many in this one. Ah! Ah!
Did you hit your funny bone?
Oh, my elbow. And the last one is when you're screwing in there, don't squash this little channel. This little channel gets squashed, you can't get those back in. I learnt that the hard way.
Oh.
Because I had to redo all my bolts.
Oh,
Because
no.
they were, the easiest way to get in there is kind of there. And it just pinched it up. You wonder why I couldn't get any of me image of me gigs in. Wouldn't go back together. Right, Fred.
Did it eventually go back?
It did. That's because I learned from a mistake, figured it out. And right, we need some gunky stuff. Where's the gunk?
Gunk. I'm zooming in to the close-up thing.
Gunk, like a bit of gunk.
Yeah, we love it, don't we?
Right, Fred. Let's get this bad boy bolted together. Right, remember,
you're going right in my eye line.
don't squash that channel. The question, don't push that channel. This is my full off-grid system from Victron. It's a 24-volt system with 2,200 watts of solar on the roof and 3,000 watt inverter to power the full 240-volt system in the vehicle. First paint of the job.
Show us your colour, Livy.
Wow. What's the plan, Liv?
I'm doing like a blue theme where the door is, and then doing like getting some stickers, stars, and then drawing a moon.
Amazing.